All right, we're back. Thank you for the short little intermission to go ahead and check on our teams and our players, make sure everybody's ready, everybody understands the assignment. We've got our players ready, so we're going to go ahead and get right into this next match here. Coming up for you guys now, we've got Big Pharma versus the Vectors at the B tier. Big Pharma, we've got Nitrate, Skillacam, Food Cam, and Rats taking up the pitch against the Vectors with Witty, Thick Salsa, Simple Femme Girl, and Q-Full. And how are you feeling coming into this match, Divine? You know, you got one match under your belt. Are you feeling good?
Feeling pretty well. Obviously, this match is, a little bit lower tier, so a little bit lower for player skill level, but I'm not going to put them off just yet. The one thing I want to see in this match that we didn't see as much in the last match from one of the teams is ball control. I think if they just control their touches and play their game, they have the best chance of winning. That's, what happens most of the time in RLCS.
Math is math.
Whatever team is able to control the ball and just outplay their opponent by getting those light touches usually ends up doing better. I think this will be a really good game, though. These are two teams who, by schedule, or by, record, have been struggling a lot. So this game is what I would say very important to both.
Mm-hmm. And we are seeing its days here to join the match here, so that it looks like the Big Pharma team will have their coach in the match with them, so they can view their perspective live and see if they can adapt to anything possible here. Because I know this is a relatively new lineup for Big Pharma. They've played essentially 1 week. One actual match week with them, as they received Rat and Skillacam in a trade here in week 5, I believe. And then their first match was an FF, so they got a free dub there, but that doesn't tell them much. So this will be interesting to see how Big Pharma has been adapting to their new teammates coming into the back half of the season here.
So far, we see a pretty even match. Its ball hasn't been on one side more than the other. We see a pass out. Nitrate trying to look across. Maybe find Food Bandits. Food Bandits opting not to go for the ball. Nitrate following again. Gonna get it centered. Rat gonna go for the jump. He's not gonna be able to get the shot. Thick's also able to clear it out. Back to the backboard by Food Bandits. No one able to follow. Femgirl out to the corner. Witty following. Again.
Big center there. Food Bandit. Ooh, what an angle. Wait, that was like vertical down. Oh man, just under Salsa. That's beautiful placement.
And a great pass from Nitrate as well, able to get it to an awkward position for the Vector's defense. You like to see that.
See it. Oh no.
See, kickoff goal coming out.
Vic Salsa is out here
Instantly
saying
after.
never punished. That's what, say it with me, chat. Never punished.
Never wanna be, never gonna be.
That's honestly my favorite thing that happens is Rocket League is just the instant clap back goal. Even if it's not pretty, even if it's not, what you want to see, I just love it. Every time it happens. That's the most ball don't lie kind of situation. Oh my goodness, almost never punished again. That's crazy that he gets that save. I can't believe it's still even.
Thick Salsa is putting on a show on defense. He is going to go for a shot here. Not going to get it on target very fast. Gonna get out, get the boost. Femgirl going to follow. Going to go for a double off the sidewall. Food Band's able to get it out. Witty there to try to counter, but he goes towards his own net. It might be an own goal. Nitrate there to try to follow. He's going to put it over the crossbar. Simple Femgirl able to pop it over.
Big save
just
there.
Just clear.
Great job diffusing that pressure for Vectors. Ooh, I thought that was in, but it was just off the crossbar there. Ooh, no, a little bit of a double commit there. Rat'll take advantage of that. Pops it down. Food Bandit's going to find himself with some time here. Opts to send it up. Try and get the defense a little awkward off of poking and prodding. Not trying to let, after they got immediately punished for creating some greatness, it's been a little frustrating for them to lose that advantage they generated. So, we will have to see how they want to play this one out, but it's slowed down a lot here after the first 2 goals.
Yeah, and we didn't do it beforehand, but I kind of want to see what your prediction is here so far. I have a little bit of opinion now seeing the game, how it's been going, but Nitrate and Food Bandits looking so solid as a duo, getting passes to each other, getting good shots on, able to just play around each other really well. I think that Big Pharma
Big
comes
shot
in
from Food
Yep.
Bandit. There it is. I mean, you took it out of my mouth. I was gonna say Big Pharma anyways. I have to be biased. I am on the A tier of Big Pharma, so that's where my bias is, and I'm also a D1 Food Bandit Glazer. But otherwise, I think Vectors are playing great this game. Great stuff out of Thick Salsa, especially, but. Those are my boys. I gotta support the boys.
Yeah, I think it'll be in 4 though. I think at least one game
agree with
slips
that.
out of the hands of Big Pharma into Vectors, especially with how Six Salsa is playing. If his team can just conform around him, play off of those touches, those good clears. Simple Femgirl sitting on boost, not gonna get it, gonna get the clear to the corner. That's a really good clear for sitting on the boost for so long. Thick Salsa able to get over Food Bandits. Thick Salsa again, trying to get it around, gonna get it centered. Femgirl with a shot, not gonna go in. It's gonna hit crossbar out, and Winnie's gonna miss a touch. So this might be an opportunity for Pharma to just take another goal for the lead. It's going to be really awkward for the Vectors. Not going to be able to capitalize though. Thick Salsa able to get it out into a non-dangerous territory. Simple Femgirl able to follow it. Going to get it centered. Nitrate up for the touch. Not going to get the touch. Witty not going to be able to get that shot on net. These shots are just coming slightly off net. If they just get one shot to maybe loom a little bit closer to the middle of the net, then off, it's going to be a super close game.
We're seeing good pressure here from Vectors. They're not too happy that they went down a goal, but the passing angles that if Big Pharma's looking for are looking really nice. We're seeing a lot of lateral play here, like Thick Salsa cat a little off guard there, was able to get a good clear out, but still, Big Pharma is looking for these lateral plays. They're looking for their teammates, and they're looking for any openings that they can find. Food Bandit again, big shot. Witty not able to make the save, and that'll be a hat trick for Food Bandit.
Again, we see right here, Femgirl gets the touch a little bit too far out. Thick Salsa not able to make it back, just barely. He was trying to be the savior once again, but I don't think that was the right play. I think letting Witty go, take that ball, but it just seems like they're scared. Vectors sitting a little bit too far on defense, not taking these, aggro challenges like Thick Salsa just did. That's a good challenge. I like that. Forcing the Big Pharma not to have opportunities, not to have time. Actually pushing it out is what I want to see.
Oh, that's a brilliant leave there. Not being greedy in there and letting Rat run that up the field. And now, is he going to get a fourth? Not quite. But Rat will be up for, it's a little bit of sauce. See what he can get. But Big Pharma looking strong going into game number 1 here. Food Bandit with the hat trick. And, coming into the next game here, so I have to see, what does Vectors have in store on Forbidden Temple. It's going to be a big opportunity here for them to kind of reset mentally, take some time, and see that, Thick Salsa was our guy that game. Let's see if, we could play around him, feed him the ball, see if we can make a comeback from, a pretty strong game 1 from Big Pharma here.
Yeah, and I know they can't see it. We talked a lot about Thick Salsa seeming to save them on defense, but I noticed that we saw Femgirl had 4 saves. Mm-hmm. He had 4 times the amount of saves than the person that we thought was doing everything. So we maybe need to see what's going on. Maybe there's a little bit of miscommunication and there's just a lot of cuts, or there's, things that they could be doing a little bit better on the Vectors together as a team.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's a nice little roller there.
Good kickoff. Rat trying to get a pinch center. Not going to be able to get it. Food Bandit's able to follow. Nitrate there. Nitrate gets a touch off the backboard. Is his teammate going to be able to follow? Not yet. Simple. Femgirl able to get it out. Touch off the corner. Trying to keep control of the ball. Back to Food Bandit. Food Bandit into 1. Femgirl up. Going to go for the aerial solo play. He's going to try to get it over. And now under, but he's not able to. Nitrate able to block that shot.
A little bit of panic here on coming into game number 2 for Big Pharma. Vectors coming out with a lot of pressure to start things off, but unfortunately nothing's come from it yet for Vectors. But we're seeing, maybe this starts to get out of their hands if they're going to lay on all this pressure, and then nothing's going to come of it. From both sides, really, can be quite frustrating. Ooh, that's a big pop there. He's going to find Rat off the pass. Food Bandit sending it across the pitch to just find that one opportunity that he needed. And man, what a position to take advantage of.
Had an amazing pass, amazing follow-up, able to get that into the back of the net. Now, like I was saying earlier, the chemistry between the Vectors seems a little bit off. I mean, earlier, Witty had an unbelievable pass over both defenders to get it to just center. But then you look, and Thick Salsa was basically playing goalie with 0 boost. It just seems like there's very little trust in this team. I mean, even Femgirl wasn't there to be able to follow it. It looks like they're very scared. They're nervous. They're like letting Big Pharma get into their head. They think, oh man, these team. I mean, I'll say this: out of everyone in the lobby so far, Food Bandits has been putting on a great mechanical performance. So maybe they're scared of that Nitrate Food Bandits combo, that mechanics. Maybe they're just letting it get to them too much. They need to play their game and they need to play it well. But they're scared.
Oh, my pass there. Oh, man. If this gets completed, that's... Oh, come on. Somebody send it. Oh, not going to find the back of the net here. But the chemistry from Big Pharma is explosive here. We're catching plays all day here. They are finding each other. They are looking for each other. They're completing these opportunities. It's not quite finding the back of the net, but even just the show of force there to be like, hey, you gotta deal with, we're finding this guy. He's there, passing it back to him, back up to Food Bandit. That's the type of thing that, you just love to see even from, quote unquote, these kind of lower skilled players here down in the B tier. I mean, relative compared to the S tier that we just saw.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. If Megaminds had this level of composure as a team, I mean, Nitrates to Food Bandits upfield, trying to get it over 2, not going to be able to find a third. Witty there, trying to get the redirect into the net, not going to be able to find it. Rat to the corner. This level of just passing. What a save by Food Bandits to just be there and goes under him. Might be able to find a 1v1, not able to get it. Witty around, trying to get it centered. Man, this Big Pharma team, their level of composure and able to pass, I mean, at this point, I hate to say it, but they might have even beat Megaminds.
That is actually crazy.
But,
that's
not really.
A crazy statement.
Their team chemistry was definitely on a different level. Their team chemistry was better than Megaminds. I will say that 100%. Megaminds is kind of actually being shown by Vectors. It's kind of the same exact thing we just watched as Food Bandits tries to own goal, looking for a pass. Trying to give them
a little bit of help.
I think the same thing we saw in Megaminds is the same thing we're seeing in Vectors. They just aren't as coordinated, and they're just not as trusting. Where King Koba and Big Pharma were both just so much better as a team.
And now this is something that's been really, really nice and refreshing to see, at least knowing this... Big Pharma B tier a little bit more intimately. Save from Food Bandit. It's a D1 Food Bandit Glaze session, but no, I was actually going to mention Nitrate has been playing really, really well this series because he's had this habit to be very, very aggressive with his positioning, and often when there are double commits on the pitch, it's usually brilliant shot there from Rat, by the way. Usually Nitrate involved, and to see none of that happening is astounding this series. Like, they have really figured out the problems and cleaned up their act, and we're seeing a Big Pharma that's looking insane here.
Yeah, what it seems like a lot of the times is happening in this game and in the last game is Nitrate and Food Bandits are the 1-2 punch, right? They're the ones that start the play. They're the ones that are making most of the goals happen or making most of the offensive plays happen. But as you see right there, look, Rat letting them do what they want, just sitting back saying, hey, don't worry, guys, I'm the third man. I got it. And then as soon as he gets an opportunity, he takes it. He either shoots it on net or puts it in an impeccable spot to be able to let his team just shoot.
That's that's actually insane to just watch happen as we're breaking it down. A perfect like example. It just falls into our lap.
Yeah, Rat is a incredible third man for this team right now. I know we're glazing the other two because on offense they've been doing so much, but it just looks like, I mean, look at the points, right? Points don't matter too much in Rocket League, but when you're dropping 600 when your name isn't being said much,
That's
it's impressive.
Yeah,
he had the
Rat
most
went
goals. He was
insane
tied for
here.
most saves. He was touching the ball in absurdly good ways that you don't see very often, especially from, I won't lie, this caliber of player. You don't expect it, but he's showing up. This team is looking really good.
It is funny just looking at Rat, and we'll have to see how Vectors respond on Utopia Coliseum if they can against an absolutely peaking Big Pharma lineup. But I mean, Rat again, the silent hero, supporting his boys from the back there. He's got a Rat profile picture with just the most beefcake of a dude that you could ever find. But that's very accurate to how he played here. Just looking absolutely dominant here on the pitch as that silent third.
Yeah, I was doing the little bit of mental math, but he almost had double the whole other team's points added up as well, which is
That's absurd.
showing something. It's just Vector's just not having that trust, not having that faith in each other. They really, really need to get it together. Again, even if it's during the first 30 seconds of this game, take a deep breath, find what you need to do. Find these touches, find these open spaces. But again, Rat just there, gonna go up, maybe get the double, not gonna get it. Nitrate there, trying to shoot it, gonna go up the wall. Femgirl gonna try to get it around, not gonna be able to. Witty missing the touch. Nitrate having an open field here. Let's see what he tries to do. Tries to go for the shot. Thick Salsa able to stop him. Up the wall, Femgirl over Rat. Rat just being a nuisance, being in the way, getting out of the way. Ooh. Oh my god, the plays by Bandit. Like,
oh my
this
god,
man,
he's going
just,
insane this week. This
honestly,
is like
at this point, you could just say, "Yo, Nitrate, hit it. Just hit it up. Just put it somewhere above the opponent's net.
Slam the ball. Put it anywhere."
Yeah, as long as it's in the air, put it anywhere.
It's actually crazy.
Again, look at this. Thick Salsa just so far back from the play. That's what I was talking about last game. It just seems like at this point, because Thick Salsa felt he had to do so much in that first game, that he's just playing defense.
Yep.
He is not going up for those shots where maybe that's where we need him. Maybe he is the best player on that team, right? Maybe he's proven that. Maybe he needs to go up more.
What a slot
Again,
from Nitrate.
just no one there to follow up the first touch. It's, it could have been a lot more controlled because they had a lot more time, but someone just needs to follow it.
That's so unfortunate because he was there, and if either one of them had gotten that touch to defuse that shot, which I mean, great placement by Nitrate, but man, it would have been a free collection there for Femgirl if he'd had the time to actually collect it. But I mean, pixels and inches matter in this game, and it just wasn't in the cards for them.
I completely agree with that statement. There's not much to say about what these teams are doing. We've said most of all that we can. I mean, if we see maybe Thick Salsa gets a low 50 here, tries to get it under, isn't able to do it. Nitrate able to follow it up again, getting it downfield. Witty able to get it off the corner, maybe able to get a shot opportunity here. Gonna go under, gonna dunk Bandits, but no one able to follow. That was a beautiful 50 to get it straight in front of the net, but nobody on Vectors was able to follow. They were just too far away from the play and not giving any trust to their teammate.
Oh, no, that's not what you
Well,
want to see.
Maybe that's why they don't have trust in their teammate. But, that's just an unfortunate 50. He spawns, his teammate missed the early challenge that he could have gotten touch on, and he was awkward, but it's not the best 50 to go for.
Yep, very unfortunate, and 100-0 boost difference just goes straight in the net is one of those, ball ain't balling for us today, boys. Oh, look at the
Completely
pass there to
agree.
Rat. Top
Wow.
shelf. Big
Dick's also
save.
able to put it over.
Nitrate coming in
To
from
the-
downtown.
Liddy able to get it cleared. Food Bandit sitting under the ball with low, but again, we just see no pressure. Where is this Vector's team? It genuinely feels like they're playing 1v3 at all times, and the other two just say, you know what, we're going on vacation. Every time the ball's downfield. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Ugh. That almost
See here,
could've been
look,
a
one-
crazy shot.
Nitrate went for the demo, Rat's on the ball, and Food's pretty close where he can follow up if something happens. This team is playing phenomenally.
Ooh, oh, they will
Amber
find
with a
something.
good angle.
That's a good angle. Vector's not going home empty-handed. They did, with that goal, just prevent a perfect sweep. And now that is 2 points lost from the Big Farm victories there. So if they would have completed this match without getting scored on, they would have gotten 10 points, but now it's been dropped to only 8. So, you know, Vectors, while they didn't get, not necessarily, we don't know yet because we have 2 minutes left, so anything can happen, but,
Big salsa.
ooh, coming up hot.
See, this is what I'm saying. They're starting to tighten up their rotations a little bit, where Femgirl wasn't the only one there. Salsa was coming in fast, trying to support, saying, hey, I'm here for you. And guess what? They make a mistake on touch for the Big Pharma side, and they expose them. They say, we're not out of this yet.
I'm still standing better than I ever was.
Yeah, they do it
Yeah.
again. There was 2 people there on offense. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Again, but there, right? They had 2 people on offense, and then their third is just not wanting to rotate in. He doesn't
Oh
trust.
my pass! What is that?
All
Did
we
he
see
pitch that
is
in the corner? Off of nothing? Oh my god, the trust on that is crazy.
and that's the trust we need to see from
That's
Vectors.
actually absurd.
That right there is the trust we need to see. We see Rat in a position controlling the ball. Thick's also on wall, not going to challenge. Rat with almost full boost. Maybe goes for the corner pinch. Food Bandit's there, going to try to get it out. Third isn't there just yet. Nitrate just playing a little bit slow, playing back, saying, you know what, we're up 2. We just want to wait for them to make a mistake. Okay,
Yep.
there was a mistake that he wanted. He gets it around 2, just 1 back. But Witty, able to get the touch, able to recover it. Rat going to cut. We're able to play. He's going to kind of go for this high pass again. I think Food Bandit's going to be
Bang.
there. And guess what? Every
Oh my
time
God.
this ball is off the backboard or up in the middle of the field, you know Food Bandits is going to be there. You know that it's just going to be in their net. There's nothing that they're going to be able to do about it.
Food Bandit's favorite pack is by far backboard therapy because he is just putting everything that comes in the air in the zone into the back of the net. It has been gross, his shooting stats. I'm pretty sure he's only missed like 2 or 3 shots off the backboard there.
Yeah,
like,
and
in
this
entire series.
series just shows, like, you know, this series and the one before shows that no matter who you are, what you are, team chemistry does matter a lot. I mean, we've seen
That's a good
some
old
good
slot.
angles. Yeah, we've seen some good angles and good shots by Femgirl. We've seen good saves by Salsa. Like, this team, this Vectors team, isn't bad. They're able to place their shots into the top corner. They're able to get these good saves. It's just their chemistry just falls apart. When they're on offense, they're struggling a lot. Defense, we can talk about it because this Big Pharma team is just putting up a game like no other.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't gonna be a normal game.
Yeah, this is a Big Pharma team that's confident, competent, online. They have everything going for them right now. And if they can, you know, just sit there on their lead for, like, you know, another 20 seconds, they're going to find themselves in a really nice place.
Yeah.
I think mentally as well going into the last week. Ooh, big 50 there.
in. Food Bandit there again. Gonna try to pop it out. Nitrate maybe goes backboard. No one's there. Food Bandit not able to turn in time. Trying to get one more. Not able to get it.
Big Pharma. Man. In green. 2 sweeps today. That's incredible to start things out. We are so far ahead of schedule. We are 20 minutes ahead of schedule here. So I'm going to take another 5-minute break, you know, just to make sure that we can run, you know, the A-tier match here early. But if not, it'll extend into at least a 10-minute break and maybe a little bit longer to 15 if that's like players are really running behind. But we'll be back, kind of when we can be essentially, because our estimations are a little bit too far ahead of schedule at this point, and we need to get things back on track. So whatever that time frame ends up being, we will be back with you guys during that. So grab a drink, grab some snacks, and we will be back in a little bit. All right, we are back here with you guys. We have gotten everybody ready ahead of time, so we're gonna go ahead and just kind of get right into it. Match number 3 coming up to you guys right now. We've got the Galactic Empire with Sej, Shackhouse, Trickter, and Conj taking up the pitch against the Bezos Bros. Yoki, Ryan Zablok, Bocce, and Krier are going to be putting up a big fight against them. today on the pitch here in the A tier for you guys. Divine, how you feeling about this match going in?
Oh, I'm feeling amazing. As I've already told you, Galactic Empire is one of my favorite teams, and especially I'll be honest, in all of Grindhouse,
Ooh,
I love this roster more than probably any. This Sedge, Shackhouse, and Trickster is just, I think we're going to get a show. I think, especially seeing what the current standings are, Galactic Empire being 4-2, Bezos Bros being 2-4. If it's anything like their current records say, I think it's going to be a real good show from Galactic Empire.
oh yeah, no, I'm very excited to watch both these teams play. I think both lineups are very, very solid. If we don't get a good show out of this, I'm gonna be disappointed. Not gonna lie. Ooh, Bocce opening up almost with a double.
Stackhouse to the wall, trying to get over Yoki. Yoki able to get the defensive touch. How do you say his name?
Yoki?
Ryan? Is it just Ryan?
Ryan Zablok. You can call him Ryan. and people will know what you're talking about. Ooh, Yoki almost with the finish.
I was like, Aryans?
It looks okay. To be fair, we have like a caster sheet that like has the name in just like plain text, and it's hard to see. But with the capitalization in game, it makes it so much easier. Oh my goodness, the 1v1 from Bocce.
Bocce. Able to get it under. See what happened here. Good pass off from Ryan. Shaq not able to get the touch. 1v1 against Sedge. Sedge jumping early, trying to get that touch, and it's just a perfect placement by Bocce. Able to get it under for the first goal of the series.
I'm not gonna say I didn't expect it, but I'm not surprised by it. Bezos Bros, this lineup is really, really aggressive, really strong on offensive opportunities, and they can just create pressure out of thin air. It's really impressive what this team can do, playing against them, and for a couple weeks now, scrimming against them a lot. This is a team to keep an eye out on. Bezos Bros' A tier is nothing to scoff at. They might not be do you know what their current record is?
2-4.
2-4. That 2-4 is a lie. They have been. This is a great lineup here, and like this, they should honestly be a 4-2 team. But just sometimes ball don't lie, and some things just happen randomly. But like this pressure is fantastic here from Bezos as they're gonna continue to jump in on Galactic Empire.
Yeah, we're gonna see just a little bit of overcommitting on that double on defense, not able to get back to it. I think this game shows why, records don't matter as much, right? This first start of the game, maybe even Galactic Empire had the same feeling that I did going into it. Maybe they were like, this team isn't that great. They're, they've only won 2 games.
Ooh.
So they took that, and now they're getting punished for it. Sedge trying to get it upfield. Trickster trying to get the touch into mid. Gonna get demoed, but Sedge able to follow it up. It was a really nice demo attempt to try to get that third man out of the play, thinking that Sedge maybe wasn't going to follow the play, but he was just there. He was just able to say, great pass, Trickster. Nice shot, Sedge.
And this is a full roster Galactic Empire. Last week they did unfortunately fall to Big Pharma's A tier. Haha, that's me. But that was minus Shackhouse, where it was Trickster, Sedge, and Conj taking up the pitch last week. So now we've got a full force Galactic Empire. They're bringing in the big guns because they know that they need these points here for playoff quals, determining where they're going to be placed here and how easy of a route they will have to their actual final series. But all of it matters now.
We're going to see Trickster trying to get the ball downfield. He's going to try to follow, maybe get a demo. Gets a demo on 1, going to go for 2. No, he just takes a boost, gets out. Yoki has low boost, not going to be able to get a great touch. Over Shaq. Trickster may be able to turn up field with this. Try to get a touch on the ball. Sedge double committing. Shaq, can he cover it? He can get it downfield. This might be a 3v1 opportunity. He might be able to play to get a goal on net. Shackhouse going to pop it up mid. Trickster trying to follow, but he can't get to it in time. Ryan able to get it down. Sedge to the wall, going to follow it. Goes over his head. He goes for the demo. Shackhouse trying to get it off the sidewall, but not able to get the touch. Seems like he's rushing a little bit.
Been a
to see
bit
it.
bang ball here we've seen over the last minute here. Things have kind of delved into a little bit of chaos here. Nobody wants to take possession here as we are playing faster and faster, trying to up the speed, trying to get people to make mistakes. Galactic Empire need to get something here in the next minute going, but it's been a lot of Bezos Bros back trying to take care of business here.
Yeah, I do like that the pressure right now. The pressure is not 50-50, but I think on the Galactic Empire side, I think they have a little bit more pressure as they show right here with a shot double committing on the orange side. Bezos Bros trying to get the touch out. Good touch into open space, giving his team time to recover. Shackhouse able to follow it, get a touch, trying to get another. Gets dunked by Yoki. Yoki trying to go ball with it, gonna get it out. Shackhouse gets a touch so that Bochi can't score it. Ryan going for a shot. Bochi going for the bump, but he can't get it in time.
And this is one thing that I love from the Bezos team in particular is their trust in a play. Like, we saw Bochi dive that net on 0 in that second man position. If there's an opportunity for Bezos, they take it. They love to get in the face of the opponents, get in their half, and whether they get punished for it or they don't, they love to be in there. And it's just so awesome to see a team that has this kind of distinct play style compared to a lot of other teams that can be afraid to play on low boosts and commit a field to honestly somewhat decent opportunities.
Yeah, so far looks like Yoki trying to take a touch, not able to get it. Trickster trying to get it middle, isn't gonna be able to get it. Ryan able to control the touch around. Ryan going up the wall, gonna get it around 1. Sedge able to get that monster clear. Yoki trying to just put it down in the game.
You know, take a good first game Dubsky there. Bezos Bros came out hot, and then were able to regain their lead, you know, to take that for the rest of the game.
But it did. In that match, I mean, it looked like, honestly, Galactic Empire had so much pressure. And I mean, after the first 2 goals scored by Bezos Bros, it looked like it was all Galactic Empire. They were the ones controlling the pace of the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They just couldn't put the shot in the back of the net. They couldn't find that opportunity. Bezos Bros was just there to get that save or get that clear to put it in an awkward spot.
Yep, totally agree. Galactic Empire had a lot of control there, and then Bezos Brothers were just able to find that one extra slip of opportunity to give them that game. But that honestly could have gone either way, so I'm really interested to see how Galactic Empire is going to respond here on Forbidden Temple. They are really putting up a good fight here. I think we'll finally have a series that'll go, you know, more than 3 games here. I think we'll get at least a 4 or a game 5 here. Hoping for a game 5, that'd be quite exciting there. But
yeah,
this is what we got for you. We out here.
Yep. As we start this match, we're gonna see what looks like Shackhouse on the kickoff. It's Shackhouse against Ryan, gonna go in the favor of Bezos Bros, but Trickster able to get to the ball again. To Yoki. Yoki not able to get a touch off the ceiling. Ryan gonna put it out center again. Sedge is gonna cut. Trickster is there too, so it's a double commit. This pop tie. Trickster goes for the touch. Bochi around 1, tries to dunk it down, but we get a good clear out of the Galactic Empire. And now, this game, it's back in all of the pressure. It goes back into the Bezos Bros. They're showing we're starting the game out really heavy. Let's just put it on your side of the field. Keep it over there. Might not go in the net, but we're going to make it dangerous. We're going to make it so that if you make one mistake, it's in your net. As I say that, though, Shackhouse going for an over the top. It's an over 2. No one there. Trickster able to get a 50. Sedge might be middle. Might be able to get the shot. Not going to be able to get it. Puts it high. Trickster able to follow. No, Ryan just clears it again into that open space, denying any sort of pressure that Galactic Empire has. Shack over.
Lots and lots of pressure here for honestly both teams, but all this pressure doesn't mean anything if we don't, you know, get something out of it. But somebody's gonna slip out soon. And now we're seeing on Forbidden Temple here that, like, you know, this is both teams are here to play. We're seeing good things that from both teams where, you know, it's the last 2 matches have been kind of one-sided showings here, but this is now the clash of both teams want to win this series extremely badly. We can see it in how they're moving. We can see it how they're touching like to each other, from each other, around each other, supporting each other. Like that dive on Ryan. Oh, a big 50 there. Is Bocce able to find the angle? And he does. And it's just, we're seeing Bezos Bros on all cylinders, and we're seeing Galactic Empire on all cylinders. And it's just still Bezos Bros on top. They are really out here fighting for their lives, trying to get this game.
Yeah, I think what Bezos Bros is doing right is they're not panicking with their touches. They are, even if the Galactic Empire is putting them in a tough spot, even if it's getting really awkward, they just take their time. They're, trusting that the teammates are going to be there if they're not, and they're getting good touches, solid touches, where we don't see that as much as Galactic Empire. They're getting a little bit rush touches, or as we saw in the first game, Shackhouse went for a couple of aerials a little bit too fast and was not able to get to them, where that could have been a goal or that could have been an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see that control touch by Sedge. As soon as I say that, though, Sedge gets that control touch, able to clear it out. Trickster not able to follow. Shackhouse trying to get the middle. Yoki up, gonna get a 50, gonna go backboard. Sedge able to get there, puts it backboard. Ooh. Might be able to get a shot on Shackhouse. Shackhouse to Trickster. Trickster gonna put it back on net.
Oh, what a touch from Bocce.
Able to get it out.
Wow, that was such an insane amount of pressure there on the Bezos front net. But really, no capitalization out of it, and Bezos Bros get away with like highway robbery at that point. That should have been a goal for Galactic Empire here to equalize. What a sacrifice! He said, "Mr. President, get down," and dove in front of that ball there for Yoki, and Sedge took him out. But now we'll have Trickster taking this one with the pitch, but quick to be met by Bezos. They aren't letting any opportunity go to waste here. They're trying to find a way in. Everybody's like, they're not satisfied with only being one up. They want more. This is a team that is aggressive and in your face, and they are making it shine here.
Yeah, currently Yoki going up for the backboard touch, not able to get it. Sedge trying to put it mid, because it go a little bit too far wide. Shackhouse up the wall, maybe goes to Trickster. Trickster goes for the shot, not able to get it. Gonna go off the crossbar. Sedge there, gonna go for another shot, just barely off. If either of those shots just connect just a little bit under the post, it's a different game. Maybe they get momentum back. Shackhouse trying to get it over one, not able to get it over Bocce. Bocce just always there, always trying to make that right touch. He's not overcommitting, but at the same time, he's staying hovering in the play, saying, hey, I know what you're going to do. I'm just going to wait for it, because it's starting to get easy to read for him.
Yep, and the pressure's mounting here for not able to get on. Galactic Empire is in a pickle here as the Bezos Bros are trying to deliver their one-day delivery L's to the Galactic Empire's home base. But not quite yet. They haven't lost yet, and one goal can mean everything. And
yeah, we see Trickster.
Go ahead.
We see Trickster. We see Trickster putting it out, trying to put it center. Nobody there. Shackhouse trying to maybe take it up the wall. Sedge leaving him there, trying to follow him center. Trickster goes for the flip reset, or Shackhouse goes for the flip reset. Couldn't get it. Trickster off the backboard.
Absolutely shutting down the dreams of the Galactic Empire there.
Oh, but Trickster over into the net. What a dunk by Trickster. Well done by the team. Just Shaq putting it up. Trickster following, getting a lot of open space. Bocce not able to read it for one. See, that's where Bocce will get punished. When the team actually gets that little bit heavier touch than he's expecting, when they go for that pass or that touch over, he'll get punished because he's jumping really early and just hovering slow. Sedge trying to go for an early shot off kickoff. Sedge to Shaq. Ryan getting over two players of Galactic Empire, getting over all threes of the Galactic Empire. Sedge in the corner, trying to get it up wall, gets it over one. Might be able to get it over two, gets it on net. Ryan's off the backboard, gonna double it right to Bocce. Bocce trying to follow, goes for the demo on Shaq, makes him uncomfortable.
Oh, welcome to chat, Rob. But man, neither team wants to lose this game so badly, and I love to see it here. Bocce on the defense, Sedge and Trickster on the offense, Yoki also on the defense and offense, just Everybody's here. Nobody's asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now we're going to see a demo by Ryan, maybe going for 2. Shaq able to get it over Bochi. Yoki on a 1v3 defense right now, able to get it into mid-center. But Trickter might be there, going to take a shot. Ryan able to put it to the corner. Trickter following. Bochi able to beat him to the ball, gets it to Yoki. Yoki with the 50, going downfield. He has 0 boost, but he's able to get it to Ryan. Oh, Shaq able to cut it just in time.
Oh,
Trickter
my
able to get a touch, but Bochi is there. Bochi gets a dunk into the, almost going into the net. Yoki there for the shot. Shaq House into the corner. Trickter able to try to follow. Not going to get a touch. It's going to go over his head.
No.
Shaq able to get that clear, trying to take control, trying to slow it down a little bit, maybe for his team to get a little bit of momentum. Yoki gets a touch, but they double commit on defense. Bochi has full boost in net, just waiting.
Now, one thing I'm starting to see from Bezos that I'm not seeing from Galactic Empire is the physical play here. We are seeing in this OT that we're getting a lot more Bezos Bros demos compared to we're getting Galactic Empires, and I'm starting to get worried for the Galactic Empire if they keep getting muscled out of their plays here. We've seen Ryan's block get a couple demos here. I mean, as I said that, there's one from Trickter, but then the response from Yoki. Like, somebody's going to get demoed and the ball's going to end up in the net because of it. I just have a feeling that that's how it's going to end here as we go into our 2nd minute of overtime. Things are getting, pressure's starting to build. Nobody wants to lose this game.
Yeah, I do like, though, how the Galactic Empire have slowed it down a little bit, trying to take a little bit more control of their touches and playing towards each other instead of just these solo plays that they were heavily relying on before. But as I say that, Sedge gets a touch out. Sedge able to get the first touch. Trickter able to follow. Goes over Sedge. Sedge gets a bump, though. Maybe it'll beat Bochi there, though. He might get a shot to Ryan. Ryan not able to put it in.
It was
Sedge
a rough angle,
over.
but they keep the possession. They are still going with it.
It's back and forth.
Is crazy.
This back and forth offense between both teams, you know, it's 15 seconds on this side of the field, 15 seconds on the other. 15, you know, keep going back and forth, putting shot on, shot off. Like Mr. Miyagi, just wax on, wax off with all these shots.
And they're pacing themselves really well here. Like, we're seeing some really fast offense from both sides. But when, you know, it comes to the defense, they're slowing it down, taking their time. You know, making sure that they're getting their touches, that nobody's getting like some random throwaway possession that's going to lead to nothing but an opponent possession. Like we're playing, everybody's playing smart here. This is where both teams want to be. This is the kind of thing that, you know, oh, that was almost in the net. But
almost exactly what you said earlier.
Back to what I said. I was saying, like, this is what the league was created for, to give you matches like this. Almost 4 minutes of overtime. Nobody wants to drop this game, and we're creating these kind of things. It's just so cool to me.
Yeah, it's amazing to see, especially when both teams, you know, records aside, both teams are showing a great performance. They're showing why they deserve to be here. They show, you know, pressure, trying to get in the net. Trickter able to go at above 1. Bochi able to get control touch. Maybe trying to get another. No, he's going to leave it for Ryan. Going to go for a bump. One demo on. It's going to go towards the net. Sedge able to get it over into the corner to clear it out. Trickter to be able to match Bochi's touch. Ryan's able to match Trickter's. Trying to go up wall. He gets the bump on Trickter. Sedge and Shaq Health both jump.
Oh, they're the overcommit.
Wide open.
Yoki, my goat, able to find the win after 4.5 minutes. It's the one to give Bezos Bros that breath of fresh air. The sigh of relief. Big win there for Bezos Bros.
With how much pressure the Bezos Bros had in that last 15, 20, 30 seconds of the game, you can't really blame them for that double commit. I mean, they both have 0 boost. They both don't know where each other are. It's very hard to communicate that. The only thing that could have been done better is maybe a better touch. You know, maybe that ball, if it goes to the corner, if it gets popped up a little bit higher, maybe they have an extra second to get back. But, you know, it's such a hesitant and such a powerful just play by the Bezos Bros to just keep this pressure on. I mean, you look at the shots, it doesn't look insanely far apart, but Galactic Empire has 10 shots while Bezos has 18.
Yep.
You know, that's just one, you know, 8 shots is a lot of shots, but it shouldn't be the difference that kills you.
Yep. And now well, the players are taking all the time that they can to recollect themselves after that absolute like shootout there. And we'll have to see how everybody kind of takes things back to back to the series in Utopia Coliseum. It's gonna be. So, I'm not sure how Game 3 is gonna go, but the momentum so far is for Bezos Bros, and they're taking advantage of that. They're fighting for their lives out here, taking the first 2 games.
Yeah, and I mean the Bezos Bros have had such good pressure, and just I think they're able to capitalize a little bit more on this pressure that we're seeing than the Galactic Empire. The Galactic Empire have some insane plays and are able to get it up the wall around 2 people, but then when it comes to getting around that third, they're just either not able to put it in net, or like I was saying, they're able to get it over people if they're just able to put it in the net just like that. They have a chance of just reverse sweeping this. I think it's a far shot away. I think they need to keep up this consistency. Good shot by Trickster, place it in the top of the net. Good pass by Sedge. That's what I want to see out of the Galactic Empire for them to get back in this game. Come out early, come out swinging, and get these shots on net.
Yep. Very good looks here from Galactic Empire to open up game number 3. That's what they, after a 4.5-minute overtime loss, this is how you need to come out. This is like, you're coming back with momentum. You're coming back as a team. You're not letting the last game get to you. You're picking up right where you left off and trying to, keep in this series, because this is the do or die time for them, and it is the do or die time for sweeps this week. I'm really hoping that we're not getting a sweep. I want a game number 4. Somebody give me a game 4.
You see Ryan able to get around 1, able to just put it in the bottom left. Sedge is just barely able to not get to that ball. See, we see here Ryan to Bocchi. Bocchi just deciding, I'm going to go for the boost that isn't there and let you do everything.
Yeah, he was able to just muscle that right into the top corner there. Very, very... He's been hitting the gym there for that kind of touch.
And then Yoki, we see... That's one man we've seen a lot on these side walls and these corner challenges is Yoki. He's able to get it around this Galactic Empire team just a little bit too much. Maybe he just needs to get challenged a little bit more in those corners. Because every time you see Yoki again there in that sidewall corner to get it out to his team and then gets out. He's just giving a pass and getting out. He's doing his job and he's doing it really well. Yoki trying to pass down again. Just Sedge with a great challenge to get over Bocchi. Ryan, though, able to beat Galactic Empire in the corner. Shaq not thinking that Ryan's going to leave it, so he takes a little bit of time getting to that ball. Gets on the wall, tries to get it out, not able to get it. We see Ryan underneath the ball, trying to get a 50 on Sedge. Sedge able to get it over 1. Shaq able to 50 Yoki, keeping it in the Bezos side. I like to see this from the Galactic Empire. They just need to keep this up and wait for one mistake. Great.
Ooh, that's such a critical demo, but it doesn't look like anybody is here to support it. A flash of brilliance like that demo could have caught Bezos Bros so off guard, and if Galactic Empire was there to make something happen with it, we so would have seen a goal. But it just fell apart, and Bezos Bros were like, sure, okay, sweet, thanks guys. As we run it up into the corner here, Ryan's gonna have the possession, trying to find someone out mid. Tosses it through to Yoki. Yoki will take a little pot shot, test the defense, keep that pressure going, and leave his teammates to go do some nefarious acts on the other team, collecting 2 demos there. And now, doesn't look like anything's coming of it, but they are taking boost away from them. They're denying pressure. They're trying to set themselves up for another freebie if they can. And we will see Bezos Bros taking shot after shot now. They're peppering the backboard. They're looking for the opportunities here. Yoki over to Ryan. Ryan's going to try and look for a pass there, but Sedge will catch that. Dunked quickly by Bocchi. Now Yoki's up, looking for more. Down to Ryan. Ryan finds the angle there. That's honestly just looks like a ping diff. Like, it looks like he had in the net there. It looks like Shackhouse had the save. But man, ball don't lie. It went in the net.
Yeah, and as I've mentioned earlier, it just looks like Yoki is being able to get that past his team over and over and over. They need to shut down that pass. They need to look for those passing lanes, because that's honestly what's making them crumble. They're not seeing the opportunities that Bezos Bros is having for a pass. They're not sending one person a challenge, but Trickster able to get that passing lane.
Like
just as
we
I said
say, never
Yoki-
punished.
Oh, Bochi and Ryan both missing that. I thought one was going for a pass to the other. No, it was just a double whiff.
Never punished. That is my favorite phrase in Rocket League. You just gotta believe that you won't be punished, and then it happens sometimes magically. Other times you do absolutely get punished. Oh
Pass by Yoki,
never
another
punished.
shot in the net.
Never punished. It's all according to the script.
Just an unfortunate touch by Shaq, not able to get that touch to clear. And then again, Yoki saying, hey, if you're going to keep giving me these opportunities to pass and you just hit a net, screw it, I'll just give it to my team and see where they can shoot it. Get shot right into the middle where they can't get to that ball. Trickster able to get that boost, maybe able to get a Shaq house. We'll see what happens. Gets over one, gets over two.
Oh my
Gonna get it to Shaq. And Shaq
We're
to
the
the shot.
shootout. We're the
This
shootout.
is what I'm talking about when I talk about the Galactic Empire. The mechanics and the ability to play at a fast, high aerial game is so good. They just need to block the passing lanes of the Bezos squad. If they just look at Yoki and say, I know you're not shooting, it's gonna go towards your teammate, and then play off of it. Like here, this is never going in the net. This is going to a teammate. And then it's a shot on net.
He's like, he's a prophet. He might know ball.
Like, because Yoki, he is good, but he's just looking for the passes.
Yep.
That's all he's doing for it, because I think he notices at this point, hey, if I just put it off the backboard or put it middle, most of the time it's going in the opponent's net. And, you know, when the opponent isn't doing anything about it,
Oh
it
no!
makes sense. It's just
What
a
a
good 50 by Bochi. Yeah, bad kickoff, but to follow it, Bochi able to get that 50.
That's
Not a bad kickoff.
insane. No,
It was a
like,
good lost kickoff.
most of the time, that's not that bad. But the 50 that Bochi took was just insane on that bounce.
Yeah, really good 50 by him. Shaq downfield. Trickster trying to follow, trying to get a touch, not able to get it. Ryan over one. Yoki trying to follow, not able to get it. Shaq beats Sedge, trying to catch the ball, maybe go up wall, try to start something for his team, but Ryan's just there trying to be annoying with low boost. Trickster gets a 50, it gets popped center. This is the scary part. Yoki trying to put it off wall, centered it again, but this time Bochi decides we're up two, we don't need to go for that. Gets cleared, just playing a little bit safer now. This Bezos squad is content with their lead. They're just sitting in there saying, we'll take easy goals, but if there is even a millisecond of risk, we're not going to take it. We're just going to wait, but as I say that, it just gets popped
my
middle
God.
again. The pass isn't anticipated. It's not blocked.
5 goals from Ryan here. Absolutely insane performance in this game. Him and Yoki have been dialed in this entire series, but especially this game.
Yeah, we've seen really good connection between those two, and then really poor connection from the Galactic Empire, where on defense, they've been doubling quite a lot, and it's also killer.
Yep.
That's a good touch by Shackhouse. Maybe goes for the 50. Ryan able to put it on his own backboard, you know, controlling it maybe. You just didn't expect the touch from Shaq. Shaq not able to get to the touch. Trickster there. Takes a good 50. Gonna get it out. Bochi out the sidewall. Yoki trying to get that mid again. Trying to put it mid. Trying to put it in.
Oh my goodness, it's a victory lap at this point.
It just looked like Bochi's kickoff goal again. 150 leads to just an early jump and a beat. Just another miss from Shaq trying to play it too fast, but when they only have 6 seconds left, it makes sense. You try to go as fast as possible.
Yep. At that point, it's just extra stats. You're just going for anything you can at this point. This is the Bezos Bros series. You just gotta get what you can.
Yeah, and it's super unfortunate to see. You know, I think that Galactic Empire just had a terrible showing this week. I've seen them play a multitude of times. They're a lot better than what just showed. And, you know, maybe it's just Bezos Bros. Maybe their play style, the way that the Galactic Empire like to play, Bezos just counters. You know, Bezos goes for so many infield passes and so many just backboard passes that makes Galactic Empire panic. Maybe they need to go into a training and just have people hit it backboard and, you know, try to see who should be going for what ball. I think that's what they got to take out of this week and see what they can do going forward. Man, it was a great showdown, though.
Yeah, both teams, like it was the 3-0. We'll give them their credit where it's due. Bezos 3-0'd Galactic Empire, but oh my gosh, that series was so close. It honestly could have gone either way at so many points, but for some reason, it was just Bezos Bros' days, and they've been due a break here, and I think being rewarded with a sweep is a pretty good break for them. They're got to be feeling some nice vibes going into their next week here, their last week of regular season, but that will be the A tier match for you guys. We're going to take another break here while we get everything ready for the next and the final matchup. Tai Lung Leopards versus Ginyu Force when we come back. Oh boy, I'm excited for this matchup here. This one's going to be a big one, but we will catch you guys after a short intermission. Hey, Chad, just wanted to give you all a quick update. We will have to be waiting till closer to actual start time here. We are waiting on a third for the Tai Lung Leopards. It's mostly just dependent on when one player gets back from work, and he is on the road right now as far as we are aware, but I'm going to set the time for the start time tentatively for 3 p.m. EST in 13 minutes. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick update there on that. But anyways, we'll see you back then.
drop. And all the changes, so there remains is you.
Diesel in this motherfucker. Bang your motherfucking head.
Damn.
Throwing toes in the block shit. Damn. Diesel in this motherfucker. Bang your motherfucking head.
You packed your bags with the decades that we still had to go. I'm not surprised in the least that you thought I wouldn't notice at all. I never gave any attention to your problems. Resemblance into blocks is dragging ashes to the water while I drown. I'm starting to believe that heaven very well exists, 'cause I've been stuck in hell with you and can't escape it. I've got a bird's eye view of getting out of this, a place I'll never miss. Dark clouds come rolling in, I'm not ready for the rain. When love tears you open, you're never ready for the pain. Glass hearts get broken, can't put them back the same.
All right, we are back. We've got the dog picture on stream with me, but we are just waiting for the teams to actually join the lobby here. But otherwise, I've messaged the players. They have the lobby information, so if you know them, yell at them. tell them to get in the lobby. I don't
Get it
think-
here or else.
Come on! Come on! I want to watch y'all play. There's Conjure and them. All right, and I know Faith was just waiting on Gold Moon to hop in.
Well,
Yeah.
while we're waiting, something that's been a key thing that I'm going to bring up that throughout all of today I have noticed is it just seems like, mechanics aren't as important today. It's just the team chemistry between all three players of one team, or even a strong duo
That
is what matters most.
All
Right,
right.
you pointing the wrong way.
Yeah, no, I had to think about it because the camera's reversed. I'm like, what? Yeah, that he's spitting. But anyways, yeah, we got our players ready to go here. Everybody is locked in for your last match of the day here. We've got Tai Lung Leopards taking up the pitch here with Gold Moon, Faith, Dolphino, and Linky taking up that pitch against the Ginyu Force, where Kandra, Dead Guy, Takeover, and Looney are here to give them their fight of their lives here in week 7. Divine, who do you think coming into this match is going to be the heavy hitter?
Ooh. Player or team?
Give me both.
So, I think player. Out of all these players, I think Takeover will show something. I think he'll show up higher than maybe people expect. I think he'll show up and show out.
Hell
And I
yeah.
think if hopefully it's not a 3-0, but I hope it's a game. I hope it's at least a game 4. I think game 4 Ginyu.
Game 4 Ginyu? Ooh.
I love me some Gold Moon, but I also love me some Takeover and Kandra.
That's fair. That's fair. Our boy, one of our main hosts here, Gold Moon, D1 on lock, Mr. Stream Guy, puts in the work, but this is the first real time that we're gonna be seeing him up against a big challenge here. Ginyu Force have been strong this season with Takeover and Kandra, and I love to see the Dead Claw inclusion, as he was a acquisition to the trade, but he is one of our Middle Eastern players, so he does play on quite a bit higher ping than pretty much everybody else. So for someone so talented and so mechanical, it is always kind of at his detriment that we do play on USD servers here. But even then, he makes it happen.
Yeah, as we see so far out in this game, it's been a little bit even, maybe with a little bit more Ginyu pressure. Except, I think so far, Tai Lung has had a little bit crazy shooting opportunities and trying to get the ball rolling on the offensive pressure. Like that redirect right there, that's what they've been doing a lot, is just beating one person to the ball to get it downfield, saving them from that little bit of offensive pressure. Dead Guy to Kandra out middle, no one able to follow. Faith to Goldman on the wall, Goldman trying to go up. Maybe with an air dribble into the net, trying to get it past center. Gets it past all three, but Dead's not able to get there, but he gets a demo on the wall. Doesn't get boost. Kandra steals that from him. Alfino. Kandra might be able to get something going here. Ball's just given to him, and it's going to get dunked right under the nose.
Fortunate. Kandra able to take what he wants here. There's no covering that. That's just you gotta get a good 50, and that's good to see if you're a Ginyu Force enjoyer. But if you're a Tai Lung hoper, they could so come back from that. We've seen, like he mentioned earlier, crazy opportunities here for Tai Lung, and it just like that. But it's not finding the back of the net. It has to find it. They're getting the opportunities. It's just about the execution there, and they can't let the executions that aren't working here get to their head.
Yeah, but at this, point in time, I saw their record as well. We might need to rename the Tai Lung Leopards. They might need to be renamed, like you said, the Tai Lung Hopers.
Oh,
because all their
goodness.
shots right now have been very hopeful, but just not able to find it. Not able to get that fully into the back of the net. They've had probably 3 opportunities that should have gone in the net, that were just inches away from going to the net, where we could see a very different game. But, you know, the Ginyu Force is just slowly keeping this, you know, game in their field. Maybe see a double here. Tries to go for the redirect. Can't get it off the wall. Dead guy able to beat one. Takeover and Conjure double committing there. Might be an awkward spot. Takeover gets a touch off the wall. High Goldmoon. Goldmoon to Faith. Faith maybe tries to find Delphino. No, he can't get the touch. He might have thought Dead guy had him beat. Conjure able to get it around the wall. It gets a 50. Goldmoon in the corner. Maybe able to get a touch on this out. Takeover. Cutting. Over mid.
This is a low boost. Oh, they've managed to carve out enough time to get some boost, but we're seeing Tai Lung kind of end up in like some rougher positions, just like out of nowhere, where they'll just be like 2 or 3 people will be out of boost, and it'll be Ginyu Force with the pressure, and it hasn't really resulted in much so far. But if that's a trend that continues, we're gonna see, you know, probably this series start to slip away more than Tai Lung can really handle here. But so far, you know, things have calmed down here. Like, nobody's blinked just yet, and this is still can go either way here with a minute left here. Good patience here from Goldmoon, unable to get the or sorry, that was Delphino, unable to get the 1v1 across and get something on target. But I love to see the patience there to take the time that you have and give everybody time to breathe, because it's been a lot of, you know, frantic shooting, and then a ball rolls out to a certain team, and then they just get a free shot, and it's like, well, you know, stuff happens. But we are seeing opportunities, like attempts from Tai Lung to slow the game down, catch their breath, find, you know, their footing in this series.
Yeah, and so far, you know, I thought Takeover could, you know, shows that, you know, he's him. But so far, I'm gonna be honest, Kandra almost does it again. This Kandra is impeccable in this series so far.
Oh yeah.
He is just all over the ball, not letting Tai Lung do anything. He is getting it over their heads, except for Faith. Faith able to get it over right as I say that. Faith able to get it over the 2 last defenders. Conjure not able to get it. Dead trying to go up as well.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, just misreads the aerial. Gets around him. And then Delphino just there to clean it up, put it in the net. Thankfully, it wasn't another crossbar, because, you know, they probably would have left.
Oh no. Please, no. My worst nightmare is someone gets so tilted that they just leave a series, and then I have to sit there like, yeah, I guess they FF. No, I want to see all the games possible. We've had all things considered, pretty short stream so far. Everything's been a sweep. I'd love to see somebody break the curse there. Oh, the team play was going a little too hard there after the triple commit there on there, and the shot comes through. Delphino looking for it, not finding it yet. Faith keeps it in, bumps it high. Conjo with the possession high, and Goldman with no boost will not be able to contest that ball there, and Ginyu Force will take that game number 1.
Yeah, and as you see, the Tai Lung, it's not like they didn't have any opportunities, right? If you look at the saves, Tai Lung technically had more pressure towards the net. You know, Ginyu had 8 shots and 7 saves. 7 saves is a lot of saves to be had when it just felt like no threatening shots. The only threatening shots that I saw out of Tai Lung, it was a backboard that saved it.
Yep.
It wasn't a player. So, you know, them having 7 saves shows that maybe they just need to be more intentional. Maybe Tai Lung just needs to control their shots a little bit more and maybe have a better placement, because if they have 7 saves, it doesn't look like they're shooting. You know, if I don't notice the 7 saves, if I notice maybe 1, that means 6 shots they shouldn't have been shots.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's closer than it looked like it was going to be at the beginning of the series, though. Tai Lung getting 1 goal back, able to keep it 2-1. Changed.
Oh no. He didn't remember. Chat.
I was too busy yapping, chat.
I needed to interject and throw Oh man, I wonder how they're gonna respond on Forbidden Temple on there.
It's fine. We don't need Forbidden Temple.
The
We had 2 Forbidden Temples
the
earlier.
overlay knows. It knows we got a game, so we're not confused here. But either way,
We had a Forbidden Temple earlier, a double Forbidden Temple, so we're
Yeah,
just
exactly,
making up
we're
for it by
balancing.
doing double Manfield.
Golden Moon in the corner here, taking that possession high. Dead guy's gonna look for him. Nice little possession there. Faith finds the follow through, but now they gotta find another opportunity here as they're playing the ball around. Take over to the corner. Dead guy with the possession here. Golden Moon challenges not to anything. Back over to Takeover, looking for the double. Oh
And
my
what did I say?
god!
I think Takeover will give us a show. And guess what he does? The second we get into the second game, he might have tuned into the stream, seeing that I was saying, "Oh no, it's just Condra." And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's just Condra? Just Condra, huh? Let me show you something." Just like that meme. Let me tell you something.
Let me
You know,
tell
just-
you.
Oh, but
Samir,
Delfino able to
triple
almost follow up
caution.
on the kickoff. Takeover able to put it to the corner. Gonna keep controlling the wall. Puts it out. Almost dead guy there.
Oh.
Not gonna get a touch. Almost be able. See, that's another time, right? If that shot just was on target, there's no way to save it. It's just in
Yep.
the net. You know, they're not capitalizing on these Ginyu mistakes. They're giving a abundant amount of opportunities with these mistakes, but they're just not capitalizing on it. So Ginyu doesn't have to do anything to make up for it.
Yup.
Another
man.
50 mid. Takeover, trying to get another one on the wall. Dead guy to the back wall. Faith is going to be there. Going to get the touch over. Condra there. That's the disgusting play. You don't want to leave it there for Condra. Every time the ball is popped anywhere above halfway up, you know it's just going to be a Condra shot.
Yep.
Whether he gets the touch over, whether he gets a double, whether he just notices no one else is there and puts it back into the net.
And I mean, that was like a case of where, you know, they just ran out of resources. Like, Tai Long just had 0, 0, and 12 on their players. Like, there was nothing left for them. So their center there, definitely out of desperation. And then it's like, Condra's like, all right, sweet. Thank you very much. Nice doing business with you. I'm going to put this in the back of the net.
But at the same time, this is an S tier match.
Yep.
I
mean, you know, another
mistake.
You know what we say in the business, never
Hey.
punished.
They finally made a mistake where the shot went on net. You know, they've been making those defensive mistakes all series so far, but they just haven't put the shot on net when they did it. Guess what? Shot on net, made a mistake. That's all they needed. Now they're back in this game. You know, and what I was saying before is with the goal that Condra scored the last, you know, in S tier, you shouldn't be getting those touches that center it like that when your team doesn't have any time. You should be able to get a touch to the corner, get a touch that's in a safe spot. But, you know, I think Ginyu is capitalizing on the mistakes more than
Oh my God.
except for maybe Faith is at it. Maybe he's finally figured it out. That if I just put it on net.
Oh my god, I want to see this skim. I wish I could see that skim from Fade's POV. That's nasty.
That right there is what they needed to start doing. Now the series is going to be close. Now we might see a game 4.
Oh, what a demo.
Great demo by
That's
Takeover.
insane.
How he could even have momentum to do that? Unknown. Condra trying to pass it to the middle to Dolfino. Dolfino takes it. Takeover there to dunk. Makes it a little bit awkward for the Tai Lung defense currently. Golden Moon on backboard, puts it out. Takeover might be able to be there to challenge to Dead Guy. Dead Guy gonna fake the first touch, gonna go high with it. Condra there. Just
Dolfino.
again, put it up anywhere there. It kind of looks like a repeat, doesn't it? Kind of
Kinda
looks like a
does.
repeat of the last series that we just saw, where who was it? It was Yoki putting it up to Ryan and it just going into the back of the net on
Yep.
every single touch.
Yep. And it's like, unfortunately, you know, I feel like Delfino could have had a better opportunity there, but he ended up killing his momentum on that goal line and just made it like next to impossible to contest the Condra middle shot. That's been, you know, plaguing Tai Lung for this entire series so far.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
otherwise, good showings. Good showings from both Tai Lung and Ginyu Force so far.
Yeah, and I mean, there's one player that I want to point out in this series so far. I mean, in the first game, I didn't really notice him much, but this game, he's been showing out a lot for his team, is Faith.
Yep.
He's getting really good touches. He's not giving up possession. He's doing everything that he needs to do. And I like it. It's honestly matching Contra. If his team can match
Oh my
the rest of the
gosh.
team, again, Faith trying to put it in, trying to get 2 shots, but he doesn't take his time with the second shot. He just tries to put it in fast, maybe make Conjure rush. Goldman with the wall dash, just trying to put it on net. Gets back, takeover, and Conjure in a 2v1 situation against Goldman. Goldman getting a challenge early, get it out, but Conjure's there to recover. Dead guy trying to jump early, not going to get it. Delfino gets a touchdown field. Contra over 2, but Goldman's going to be there. Puts it up to takeover. Takeover takes it downfield. He might get a touch here. He tries to go under. He might get a bump. Not going to get it. Faith just controlling the ball all the way downfield. Goes for the demo. Couldn't get it on Conjure. Conjure just narrowly avoids it.
Oh, in the zone, they are charging one after the other. There's a Tai Lung player for every ball, and it has been aggressive and fast here coming into this last 45 seconds. But Takeover gonna take Tai Lung's hopes away with another goal, seemingly out of nowhere. And then Dolphino just like wasn't in this right spot at the right time, and Takeover will just capitalize and be able to put Ginyu Force just even more out of reach.
Yeah, I mean, Faith has shown that he mechanically can keep up with Conjure and Takeover. But
Yep.
that's kind of it, you know, when it comes to making errors into goals, the Ginyu's just doing it better. The Ginyu Force right now is just the team that is just waiting for mistakes. Like, sure, they have some spectacular plays and they have some, you know, like Takeover's double. That was a really good
Ooh,
play.
wow.
But then there's stuff like
That guy's
this
on the board.
right here. This is a perfect example of what's going on. Dolfino has a bad touch. Faith, again, has a bad touch. Takeover gets the bump on him. Dead guy just puts it in. Sees Gold Moon is in an awkward position to try to get it. It's just on net. That's going to be super hard. Gold Moon almost gets it. But again, it's just a mistake. One mistake. And they're going to be all over you in this game series. Again, Conjure now puts it over. He tries to put it center. It's going to be the dead guy. Dead guy's going to be there. He's not going to be able to put it in net. But it's
Too
just
much pressure on
capitalizing.
defense, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this capitalization from Ginyu to say, hey, man, like, fix y'all shit or else you don't get to play. You
Yep.
don't get to have shots on our net.
Are we gonna have a third or fourth sweep this week?
I
Is
hate
there
to
gonna
say
be a
it.
fourth one?
I hate to say it, but this week might just be in the encapsulation of team chemistry. Because, again, this Conjure Takeover and Dead Guy team seem so phenomenal together. They are just playing off each other in the best way that they can. They are giving each other passes. They're bumping for each other. They are, you know, being there on defense when each other need it the most, right? They are there. But this team, the Tai Lung team, seems like it's Faith on a 1v3. And then Dolfino and Goldmoon are sometimes there. I mean, Goldmoon's making an effort, especially on the defensive side, but it just kind of seems like their touches don't have meaning. They don't want to play with their team.
At the moment, that might be the case, but as we'll have to see how if they can pull it together on Utopia Coliseum to give us, the game 4 I've been asking for this entire stream.
Yeah, maybe we will see Deadeye Canyon. Maybe we won't.
Maybe that would be a new map for today.
Maybe it will be the Alive Eye Canyon for one game. I don't know.
I mean, God forbid, if we somehow end up on Champions Field, I have to only think this is Tai Lung's series if we end up to Champions Field. But they've got to get through 2 more games first, and on a match point of Ginyu.
Takeover to the corner, just trying to control the ball, control the pace, see what the other team's going to do. Faith going to challenge Takeover over him. Dolfino able to get a really good
What a
clear,
clear.
but Gold Moon not able to reach it. It's going to bounce up. Really weird bounce, not able to read it. Faith able to get the touch off the wall to Dolfino. Dolfino tries to shoot it, not able to get it in. Conjure just controlling the ball, trying to bait one of the Tai Lung players in. Gets it, but Gold Moon gets a good 50. Tries to get it over Dead Guy, but isn't able to. Goes to Takeover out. Faith there again. They're just keeping control. They're keeping this pressure on this Ginyu side. They might get an opportunity soon. Delfino goes for the double. He goes for a triple. He might get it in.
Yeah, and the death sentence there was the double commit there from Takeover and Dead Guy. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication on who was going for that first. Oh, and then we do
And
see a
also just-
backflip from there
Yeah,
from Dead
and
Guy.
also Dead Guy's not sitting on the backboard, not saying, okay, Takeover, you took the first one, I'll sit there next. He dropped off, and now they just have free aerial rain.
Yep. Backboard defense is critical at this level. If you give people the time and space to utilize your backboard, they will very happily do so.
I love that trust from Conjure and Takeover.
Whoa.
Too bad he couldn't get the bump. Takeover can't reach that in time. Dead Guy trying to give him a pass, couldn't get it. Conjure just trying to be annoying, trying to be a pest, trying to stay in the play, can't get it. Dead Guy gonna go for a solo play. Takeover getting the bump,
Oh,
getting the
what
double
a
bump. It just takes a
bullying.
shot on net. Can't get the shot on net. Dead
There's
Guy
nobody
barely not
with an
able to read
angle.
it. Conjure trying to go for the touch around. Dead Guy and Conjure playing together. They're just being passed. Takeover might be able to
Whoa,
get
what a
He gets the fake. Where
No,
are you going? They can't put it in the net.
Dude,
Maybe-
they're doing all this effort just to like tease us at this point. Like, why is
Yeah,
this
this-
ball not in the net? Why is it not equalized at this point?
Yeah, at this point, you gotta think as a outside perspective. Is Ginyu just messing with the other team? You know, are they that confident that even if it goes to game 4 or game 5, that they're just gonna, you know, absolutely demolish them? Are they just saying, "Yeah, let's try to make them own goal. Let's try to make it look funny."
Oh my goodness.
But as soon as they do that, Dolphino says, "Hello, hello, hello! It's in your fucking net." Takeover, just not able to get that clear to the corner.
Oh my goodness. This is at least the game 3 I was hoping for, because you know, we're at least seeing signs of life here for Tai Lung, you know, an explosive game 3 compared to the last two. But you
Yeah,
know,
I
man,
like-
it's been sloppy for Ginyu Force for this game.
I completely agree. As well as, I think the Tai Lung are finally putting shots on net. They're finally able to get it, you know, scary. You know, because before none of the mistakes that Ginyu were making were a threat. But now Faith is gonna be there for the follow-up shot. See, they're playing as a team and they're putting it on net. They're going for bumps. You know, Goldman gets that pass forward. He goes for the bump on Takeover, forces him not to be able to jump for that, and then Faith there just to finish it as it rolls across the net of the Ginyu side.
Chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. That is what the name of the game is here. And we're seeing a revitalized Tai Lung. Up
Yeah,
three
if it-
up 3 goals with what? Over half the game gone? This is such a comfy position to be in. And you know, Goldmoon's gotta
This
be
might be
hyping
another. Oh.
up. Whoa.
Going to the corner, trying to take it up wall, taking it across, maybe to Faith. Faith
Ooh,
is
what a
there
pass down.
around Dead Guy. Conjure gonna take slow, give his team time, knowing that there's no offensive pressure. Gets it around Goldman, gets it around 2. Faith is the last one back. If you can get it center, not gonna be able to get it enough center. Just goes above the net.
Big
Goldmoon
pop.
getting it down. Dead Guy has to cut. Goldmoon there again, though. He might be able to get an air dribble, flip reset. Able to get it, gets it
Over
around 1. Dolphino trying to put it center.
Ooh. Faith had the angle there, but instead it goes a bit higher than he was expecting for. Ooh, a good little 1-2 Conjure to take over, passing that one high. But it will end up being the Tai Lung's possession. They're bringing this one upfield. The pressure's starting to build. Conjure's sticking to this ball like glue, but Dolphina's going to rip it off of him. And the big pass out there will not be met by either team. Will just end up being a full field clear, and we've got some misses here. But Faith on the backboard will be able to collect that and bring that upfield for his team. A little bit of fakies there. Dolphino look for Faith. Dolphino finds the backboard instead, and now we're on the counter here for Ginyu. 2 people rushing the blue half here, but again, a big bounce in the corner. We got to find something more towards net. There's not a lot of agency towards net here for Ginyu, and this is what a steal from Goldmoon. But this is a Tai Lung here for a legendary battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest too. You know, I was giving props to Faith in the other game, but the player of the day so far is Dolphino. I mean, he is putting up an insanely he is the reason why this team is in the game right now. He
Yep.
has been putting on amazing shots. He's been controlling the ball in the air. And he said, Condra, you're the one that likes air dribble a lot. Let me try that too. You know, showing him up, showing him that he's not the only one in this grindhouse S tier league that can do it. You see Goldmoon trying to take it downfield, takeover, getting him, not getting a touch. Condra taking 2 50s, both beautiful 50s. Dolphino's there. Takeover tries to follow up for Condra since he's low, not able to get a good touch. Dolphino trying to get a center. No one's going to be able to follow it up as it goes outfield. Goldmoon trying to just keep it downfield, keeping their lead, not letting them even score 1 goal. Just saying, we need to shut this out. We need to keep this, you know, good. They're not trying to mess around and screw up any potential they have in this comeback. They have
it! We're going to game 4!
going to Deadeye Canyon for the game 4, not 5. You're a little ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I said we're going to game 4.
Said 5.
I said 4. Clip it.
Chat, clip it.
I said 4. I swear on my life. If I didn't say, if it didn't sound like 4, that's what I wanted to say. But I'm like, oh, we've broken the sweep curse.
Yeah, and even though all the rest of the series were sweeps, you know, they've been really fun and interesting. And this one, again, it's been really fun so far, and I really hope that it keeps going in the momentum that it has been. I mean, it's really hard when both teams have that power to just score really nice, really mechanical goals, but they don't need it right now. They just need to revitalize and abuse the mistakes of the other team. Faith getting a demo, trying to put it downfield. But Takeover takes it.
Seeing Conjure in the midfield here, getting some aerial combat in. Takeover a little awkward in this corner here. Goldmoon will find the pass out. Delfino with the shot, top shelf.
Again, like I said in the first 2 games, if they just put the shots on target, it'll be a completely different game. And what has it been so far since that?
Completely different game.
And it's been Dolfino over and over. He's been the one that's showing up for the team saying, I will put these shots in. Don't worry about it.
Aye, Captain. You need shots on net? I got you. Oh, here we go. Dolfino again with the air dribble, putting that in. The dunk over the defender. Insanely good play there.
Takeover, not expecting Dolfino to be able to get height on it again as he went under the ball, but Dolfino just showing a mechanical masterclass right there, able to get it above the ball or under the ball and able to actually bring it up again. It's a very hard thing to do when the ball starts dropping on an air dribble, but you know what? He was able to do it. Puts it to the corner. Dolfino tries to follow again. 50s Condra just flailing. Faith out to Dolfino. Dolfino trying to center it again, not able to get the touch, but maybe gets a bump. Faith to the backboard, take over there, but he's going to get an awkward touch. He's low boost. He's going to be in control of Goldmoon. Goldmoon tries to put it above, but Condra just denies. See Dolfino denying Condra. Faith up, but this is really awkward. Takeover could have a chance here, but no, Dolfino just again with his speed, just getting to the ball and not letting Ginyu have any momentum or pressure. Oh, that's a shot. That was an opportunity.
Big looks here from Ginyu Force. Trying to find the magic that they had in games 1 and 2. Big pass out there, but that gets shut down. The Faith able to make some magic happen, and a good follow there from Goldmoon to keep himself in the play. But man, this is if we're getting Faith online. Faith was online the first kind of 2 games, and now Dolfino's online. If we could get Goldmoon online, like, oh my god, it's over. We might. Do I dare say it? Do we get the reverse sweep? Is everything today a sweep?
I mean, at this current time, that's what it's looking like. Condra, Dead Guy, Condra being the coach and the captain of this team, needs to figure something out. He needs to lead his team to victory. He needs to, tell them, I need you guys to do this. I need you guys to do that. Or maybe it's him. Maybe he's making errors that he doesn't like, and he needs to fix himself. But right here, we see Condra trying to take that lead, trying to get a touch,
what
but
a bump.
Dolfino, what a bump.
What a save!
Trying to get another shot on, gets a third shot.
Too much pressure.
Can get 2, can take 2 out, can do so much.
Oh
Goldmoon
my
with an
god,
incredible
what a save.
save. That guy, though, just slotting it in the back of the net, knowing he was low boost, knowing he was awkward, saying, I finally have a free touch, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Now, that pressure right there was the pressure we saw game 1 and 2 from Ginyu Force that absolutely dominated.
Yep.
You just need to see that come back from them. You know, whether that's just maybe not playing around Delfino, because Delfino's been that master of the show. He's been, you know, the host. So maybe they need to play around him, saying, you know, like there, let's demo him. Even if he gets a touch, let's demo him. Let's get him out of the play.
Take him out, make him have to reposition, reset boost, get back in the rotation, figure out where he needs to be, and make him spend time doing so. Ooh, nice little musty from Contra. No shooter available.
Hey,
that
that
guy's
guy.
a little awkward.
What a bump by Faith. The physical play from this Tai Lung squad is super good as well right now. You know, no matter what, if the ball is on that offensive pressure, they're still getting those bumps, getting those demos that just let them have an extra second to recover, which is all they need to get it downfield, to get it out and to play the ball. Maybe Takeover's downfield. He's going to try to hit it. Faith going to beat him to the corner. Dolfino put it back to the corner, giving themselves time. There's 2 on the wall. Dolfino going above, or Connor going above Dolfino. Gets the demo on Faith, but Faith gets the clear. Trying to clear it back. Goes to Dolfino. This might be a shot on net. But he
Big
shoots
save.
it a little bit too low, a little bit too less power, and it's able to be saved.
Man, what a pressure from both sides here. This has been explosive compared to the last couple games where it's been a little bit more one-sided. It's so volatile here as both teams don't want it to... Well, let's say Ginyu doesn't want it to go to Game 5. Tai Lung really wants it to go to Game 5. And the two extremes are just clashing here. And they really want... Like, the desire in both teams is just so evident on the pinch here, as Conjur's going to take this one up the field, looking for a good 50 through, trying to find his way through. Dead Guy gets another good 50, and it's Takeover up high, shut down by Gold Moon, and now pressure for the Tai Lungs, cleared quickly by Conjura. Dolfino sending it back in the zone, but no shooters available. Faith might have an opportunity, doesn't quite find it, but Takeover will take it afterwards. Gets a good 50 through to the Tai Lung corner, pushing it up and around. Get a good bump on Dolfino. Is there an orange player up? And there's not. And now the pressure is starting to fizzle with 10 seconds left. The clock winding down. We are shutting down and maybe going to Tai Lung with a victory here to go to Champions Field and take their shot at getting a reverse sweep here. And everything ends in a sweep. That's the script for today.
Yeah, and so far, you know, the Tai Lung just have been proven right now that they can also contribute when mistakes are made. Because so far in the series, like, there have been a couple shots like Takeover's double touch or, you know, Faith the redirect that even if you were in the right position at the right time, those mechanical plays were really good and, you know, almost seemed unstoppable. Now, it just seems like every single goal that is scored is just a mistake. Somebody made a mistake and somebody capitalized on it.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, you call it sloppy, you can call it whatever you want, but it is giving us one of the most exciting series of the whole stream here. The only match here to go to Game 5, and here we go. Will we get the reverse sweep? Will Ginyu, you know, protect their lead and close out the series? Well, all of that gets decided here.
As we see Takeover getting an opportunity to try to put a setter Faith with the 50. Conjure trying to take it. Almost Dead Guy and Conjure double committing on this aerial play, but Conjure trying to take it in. Puts it backboard. Takeover trying to jump, trying to get to it. Maybe gets a flip reset. Tries to go for it again. Not able to get the flip reset. Not expecting Gold Moon to miss. Trying to play his touch. Not able to do that. Dead Guy over to the corner. Conjure going to get boost and take it up wall. He's going to take it across. Dolfino's there. He might cut off this pass. It goes over him. He just waits. Plays patient. Just waits for Conjure to give up this ball. But Conjure says, I'm going to put it over. I'm going to try to put it in the scary situation. 2 players on this Tai Lung spot. Just missed a ball and it's going to go over the backboard. Dolfino has to touch. Gets a great touch to the corner. Gets challenged by Conjure. Conjure there. Takeover trying. Faith trying to clear it. Man, this
Pressure
play right
is
now.
mounting. We are seeing both teams out of desperation doing everything they possibly can. Oh, Gold Moon looking for that little pinch. Gets a nice little scoop for his efforts, but Conjure will say thank you very much and he's going to send that all the way downfield.
Yeah.
And I think Faith just kind of just randomly went for boost there. Oh yeah, he got caught going for that mid 100 and just wasn't able to get back in time.
Yeah, and Dolphino gets done to him what he did to someone else.
Yep.
Condra starts going low with the air dribble. It looks like the ball's going to start falling, and then Condra gets the ball to go up just a little bit more than Dolphino expects. It's a beautiful play by Condra. Gets it in the net. Faith up, backboard, takeover taking a 50. Dead Guy might turn with it, try to beat Dolphino. Dolphino's going to get a 50. Dead Guy's going to get it into the corner. Going to go for a shot. Coldman there to save it. You see Condra following it on
What
the
a
wall. Tries to put it
catch.
center.
Good lord.
Dolphino, this is a dangerous spot. We don't like to see
Oh.
Dolphino here with again U4s. Goldmoon there to follow up, but Condra gets that clear. Takeover, putting it fully downfield, giving each other time, just getting boost, trying to keep this pressure alive.
An unfortunate miss there from Goldmoon will getting you a lot of pressure here, but it will end up being back in the midfield here. They're gonna have to wrestle for control. Nobody's able to take anything too like close to the chest here. It's been a lot of bangs here, a lot of heavy hits in possession. Few and far in between as both teams are trying to find their way through, trying to find opportunities, trying to find time even to just get boost. It's just going so fast here that we're seeing players with low boost, and unless they're getting like a clutch steal on like 100, boost looking a little empty. Oh no, and
Great
Goldmoon not able
shot.
to get the save. Ginyu Force up 2, trying
And
to
this
break
is-
the sweep curse.
And this is what I mean. This goal right here, the first one was a little bit mechanical, but this one is just abusing mistakes. Condra puts it up the wall around the one who overcommitted in the corner, sees that both the ones going back are a little bit awkward, just takes a shot on net saying, hey, maybe they can't get to it. And guess what? Goldmoon just barely not able to get to it. Good play. Once again, Condra putting it around 2. It's an open net, but Goldmoon sitting on backboard, really well positioned with 0 boost. Takeover, takes it up wall, tries to put it center, goes for a pinch. Not able to get it. Dead Guy trying to jump early. Goes out to Condra. Condra to Dolphino. Dolphino trying to put it downfield, but can't. Dead Guy. This pressure from Ginyu right now is seeming unstoppable until Faith comes out of the woodworks, puts it backboard. Could be an opportunity. Dolphino low.
The bouncer, nope, not quite.
It's
Oh,
not
it's
enough
back in the zone.
power.
Faith looking for it. Oh, this pressure is here, and we know Tai Lung's feeling it, and they want it. They're so desperate to get something in the net and get something on the board so they can start their comeback in this game to match the comeback they've made in this series. But we need to see something soon. With a minute and a half left in the series, you are ticking down the seconds between, any opportunity that you might have, and you have to make them count here. It is do or die time for Tai Lung, but Dead Guy wants to put his name on the screen here just to give Ginyu Force that a little bit of extra protection.
Yeah, and I really do think this encapsulates the Ginyu Force. They're 3-3 currently on the season, right?
Yep.
This encapsulates probably why they're 3 wins and 3 losses. They play like a really good team. They have insane momentum and can play at the highest level of this game, but they make mistakes, and maybe that's why Tai Lung was just taking games off of them left and right. Take 2 games, takes it to the game 5, makes it a little bit awkward for Ginyu. In a different world, if they just make the same if they make the mistakes this game too, now the Tai Lung have another game.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, a return to form is basically just what we've seen here now, as Ginyu Force has found their opportunities here. And if we can't see something really like something good here for Tai Lung, it's going to be lights out here soon.
Yeah, as we see the Ginyu Force almost dead, just pre-jumping the takeover pass from a mile away, just saying, hey, you want to try to hit me? They're just kind of showboating at this point. And maybe this is all along what they wanted. They wanted it to be a Game 5 stream because, this game, as there is some pressure going towards the Ginyu Force's side, it just kind of seems like a Ginyu Force show.
Yep.
It seems like they've had infinite
shot.
opportunities to
What
shoot,
a
and again,
Pass.
a pass and a shot. Takeover
That's
sitting
crazy.
on the opponent's backboard, just knowing that it's never going to go towards his.
Oh my
Shot
gosh.
into the back of the net.
What an angle. Wow, that's a statement to end the series. That's incredible.
You know, and this is the first series where I don't think, team chemistry meant something a little bit, but this series was all about mistakes. It was all
Yep.
about whoever made more mistakes was the one that was most likely losing.
Yep.
You know, I think Kinyu overall as a team is a slightly better team, more mechanical, more well-rounded. But, Dolphino and the Tattling Leopard tried to put up a show. They tried to say, hey, we're still here, we're still in it, we're going to try to take this off of them. But just weren't able to get it done in the end.
Yep. Nope. It was beautiful showing from both teams. You can't be upset about going to game 5 and almost reverse sweeping. Like, good show. Like, they can be proud of that series. It didn't end up going, the way that they had hoped. But and we didn't end up getting. They broke the sweep curse of the stream, but that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and go over to the schedule real quick and let's recap some of the highlights of today in week 7. So starting the day out, we had Mega Minds vs King Cobra S tier subbing with our first sweep of the day. Bass pulling his weight here and saying that breaks equal good. We love taking breaks here. He came back into such a form and performed phenomenally for his team, deserving of a 3-0 sweep. Do you want to take the second match, Divine, here?
Yeah, and the second match, we kind of saw more similar to not what we saw in the first game. We saw that Nitrate and Food Bandit showing that team chemistry was something that, they had more than another team, and they absolutely dominated in a few of the, games, including the first game where Food Bandit had a hat trick.
Yep. Go ahead.
It just overall was a dominant performance by Big Pharma in that series, and, the second series.
Yep.
Moving on to game 3. You want to take it over?
Sure thing. Wrapping things up in game number 3, though, it was another 3-0, but this one was very close. That wasn't as dominant as we saw in Series 1 and Series 2, but still, Bachi and Yoki were going absolutely wild out of the corners and just making the Galactic Empire's life so hard. But, both teams were playing at full cylinders there. This one was a 3-0 as well, but this one was not close. This one was close. I apologize. This one was very close. All the games could have gone kind of either way, but man, chemistry again, the name of the day, the game of the day. Just playing with your guys and seeing who can complete the most passes, who can move the ball around, and who can create the most opportunities. And then wrap us up for the last game of the day, last series of the day.
This last series of the day was a complete turnaround from every series we saw before. We thought it was going to go in 3 games. We thought it was just going to be taken over by the Ginyu Force, but, we had a little bit of kickback. We had Dolphino showing up, showing that, there's a reason why Dolphino's name should be in the question for one of the better players in the league. He was showing up. He was scoring the aerial goals. He was getting those, redirects. He was giving good passes. He was playing defense. He was the pest in Ginyu's side. And without him, I think it's just a 3-0 sweep. But with him, they very easily could have taken it to game 5 and even taken it. Could have easily won the series. If Ginyu Force just didn't lock in, I think Conjure might have taken over and said, hey guys, let's slow down. Let's just play for their mistakes. We don't need to be the gods of this game. We don't need to beat them to the ball 24/7 because we already will. They will make mistakes and then we'll force them to make even more mistakes. And that's what let them win this last game.
Totally agree. And a great week overall for Rocket League here in the Grindhouse for you guys today. That's going to be pretty much everything we have for y'all this week. But a reminder, before our next stream next week, the next Grindhouse one, we do have a special promotional stream for the trading card game section of the Discord, as we've done a little bit of expansion to it. And tomorrow I will be opening up a case of OP09 from One Piece, their new set releasing this Friday. and we're going to be going through it and seeing what we get out of that. It's 256 packs. It's going to be a fun time, so that'll be going live at 7 p.m. EST tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in seeing me gamble away a lot of money and not making it back up, be sure to check into that. But then also be sure to go into the channels and roles up at the top of the Discord and grab the TCG tag if you are interested in any trading card games, as we're going to be expanding that and creating more opportunities for you guys there. But otherwise, that's everything we have for y'all today. Divine, thank you so much for hopping on with me today. Is there anything you'd like to say before we close out the stream today?
Oh, just for everyone, take their time. Make sure that everyone enjoys life. Genuinely just enjoy life, because even if you were one of the teams that got 0-3 today, it's just a game.
It's just a
You
game.
know, have fun with it.
But anyways, we will catch you all. Well, if you're going to be joining me tomorrow, I'll see y'all there. If not, we'll catch y'all